Anybody? Hi. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the heck. It just kept saying cannot connect to the live that I scheduled. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this is a new stream. It kept saying cannot connect. And then finally, one time it said go live and I did it. So, I don't know whether I'm on the right stream or not. Oh God, only me, I swear. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for your patience as always, you guys. I don't know what the heck is wrong with me and technology. I hope everyone finds it too, Mary Jane. Can you see us? I can see you, thankfully. Can you guys hear me okay and everything? I don't know what was wrong with the last one, so I just want to make sure this one's working properly. Carol should be here. Okay, yeah, she and I have been talking all day. Anybody who knows me will not be surprised that this is going on, though. I'm just that talented. Are you wearing flip-flops or shoes? I'm not wearing any kind of shoes. I'm in my house and I don't need to. Yo! It's a different presentation and there is a humming mechanical noise in the back. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's my air conditioning. I'm sorry, Mary Jane. Mary Jane. I can read, I swear. Catherine, I'm sorry. It should go off in a few minutes, hopefully. You went to tell him to come over? Okay, thank you. So, how is everybody? I'm sorry it's been so long again since I've been here. Deal Daniel, I'm curious what your toenails look like. Well, you're never gonna find out, sorry. No worries, it's best you are comfortable. Oh, thank you, Catherine. I actually have no control over it. Whatever. Anyway. Eel trolls. Yep. I've been over here wandering around lost in YouTube, but I'm sorry, Carol, it wasn't letting me go on my own stream again. I don't know what it kept saying cannot connect, but then as soon as I made a new one, it would connect. So I am very confused. I don't know. I was gonna, I chickened out, but I was gonna come in here singing a song because I'm so excited that Diddy is in jail. I made up a song. I'm so dumb. A ditty about Diddy. Yep. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. I'm vengeful. With him, yes, I am. I don't like him. You guys heard me complaining about him on my birthday. I don't like him. You made a ditty about Diddy. Yep, I did. You got okay. Maybe I'll say it, but I won't sing it. I don't want to make anybody go deaf. No, I used to sing quite often and stuff, but it's been a while because of my health, so I'm just scared what I would sound like at the moment. But you know the song that's like do diddy diddy dum diddy do diddy do. I was gonna say don't do a ditty ditty's done. That's what I was gonna say. I look like I'm 19. Thank you. I'm 41, but I'll take it. You had a dream you were 19? I don't even know. Yeah, I was thinking about I don't think I would even want to go back to that age, to be honest with you. I don't know why 19. Dumb age. I definitely don't. Hubby would look like a creep. Oh no. I've seen your husband. He's not a creep. Well, I didn't see him at 19, but just saying. But I was talking to Carol about Diddy like all morning because it was just irritating me so bad because married to a 19. Oh, duh! Don't mind me. Yeah, that would be icky. Anyway, so Carol can tell you guys I was talking to her all morning because I was so irritated. Because he kept trying to get bond. He was denied the day or the morning after he was arrested, and then yesterday they went in front of another judge and tried to get him on bond, and he was saying like the stupidest things. Like, first of all, he said that he would pay $50 million to get out, and then he was saying that he wouldn't have any females over his house in order to go on bond. And then they had made a comment that he was violent towards Cassie because she cheated on him. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the video that I saw, but if you saw the video I saw, there's no excuse for that. I don't care what the hell she did. He's full of poop. I know he's full of poop. He had so much power and money, he could erase these complaints against him in the past. Yeah, and that's part of the problem. Like, that's what people keep saying. Why did it take so long for him to get arrested? Because he did shit like that. That's why. And I'm already swearing, and I've been here for like 5 minutes. Whoops. Sorry, my eyes are watering. I'm not like crying or anything. I don't know. Anyway. He ruined his music. He did ruin his music. This, I was, he always looks so soulless. I agree. I I told Carol this as well. I was getting so mad at everything that they were reporting on that he was trying to say that I literally threw my phone across the room because I was getting so pissed off. Because, well, I think everybody that's here right now knows I have survived DV, so stuff like that triggers me, and I was getting really pissed off. Oh my god, my phone. I know. Of all things, I decided to throw my phone. At least I wasn't throwing it at anybody. I once broke my phone too. I punched it. It was a Nokia brick. I remember those. If I broke my phone, I'd have a hard time getting online. I know. Yeah. I was just really, really upset, and I wasn't thinking about what I was doing. So I gotta just try to stay calm. He ain't worth it, that's for damn sure. Hi, Sunny. Oh, so, I'm doing okay. How are you? Where am I from? I am from Massachusetts. A lot of people would say unfortunately right now. Diddy is not worth it. He's facing an overwhelming pile of evidence. He's locked up in a violent place where he'll have to wait for years before trial. Catherine, I know, I was listening about that this morning, that they were saying that he's in one of, like, the worst prisons. Like, it's in, like, one of the worst conditions. Um, but as much as this probably will make me look bad, the things that he has done, I think that's where he deserves to be. And I don't like to say that about anybody I really, really don't like. I don't want people to think that I'm some bitchy woman that just wants everybody put away. I'm not like that at all. Just the specific things that he's accused of, and I mean, there's evidence out there that these things are actually true, like the video and everything like that. I don't think he deserves anything other than the worst. People like him need putting away? Yes, they do. Uncle was saying that he'll end up in a cell with a cop who went to jail or a bad toucher. Let's hope he ends up in there with a bad toucher. That's what I said. And I'm really genuinely not trying to sound like evil or bitchy or anything like that. Well, I guess it is kind of bitchy, but with all the rape and everything that he's been accused of, I'm sorry, but if it happens to him in jail, like it does happen to a lot of people who do it to underage people, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to feel bad for him. I'm just not. Can we connect on Instagram? I don't know. It's compassionate to society to want him in jail. Thank you, Janine, and welcome. My friends here will tell ya I'm always afraid of people thinking that I'm a bad person because I'm very paranoid. I don't like people like him, and I'm not afraid to say so. I'm afraid of how people will react, but I'm not afraid to say it. You agree with Janine. You're not a bad person, you're just bad about apologizing too much. Yes. That I am. I had, people who can't be in Gen Pop, I guess, end up together in a cell block, like cops and puff daddies. Well, I mean, you never know if even like the right type of cop that ends up in there may not take too kindly to a person like him. So. Like, I watch a few YouTube channels that, and I know considering most of you met me through LawTube. This is probably going to be surprising to you guys, but some of the YouTube channels that I watch are from people who have been to prison and changed their life around and stuff like that. Just 'cause I like a happy ending type thing, you know, like, and I love to see people succeeding after hardships and stuff like that. So it makes me happy to see people doing well. But one of the people that I watched literally just last week told me, don't worry, it's coming, he's gonna get arrested. I would put my money on it. And then he got arrested, and I was like, whoa, like, how did you know? Not that people couldn't have guessed, but it just seemed to be taking a very long time. And then I heard that, and then this week he got arrested. So it was just funny. I watch some of those people too. There's a couple chicks who make shirts about being in prison. Yep. Shorts. Yeah, true. And I also watch Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal. He's had a channel for years. And he's talked about what a horrible person Diddy is for years and years on his YouTube channel, and he's in for a whole different and much less pleasant world. Yep, and that's what he deserves, in my opinion. People obviously are welcome to disagree with me, but that's just how I feel. Am I a doctor? No, but I could be. I don't even know if I should be saying this to this person, but I'm in a wheelchair. I was born disabled, and I've had about 70 surgeries. So that's why I say I could be a doctor. What is my problem? I got a lot of problems. How much time do you have? I can just feel it. My sassy is gonna come out today. Turn on subscriber on. Oh no, it's not Chrissy Lee. Hey, some people deserve it. I mean, I was kind of getting sassy about Diddy, so I don't know. And I was laughing so hard too, because he was trying so hard to get out that he offered $50 million. He said he would give. This is the part that I didn't understand, and I left a comment on somebody's video. I can't even remember who it was at this point. But somebody who was talking about it, and Diddy had offered to give up all of his kids' passports. And I was like, huh? Like, what do his kids' passports have to do with him? It just didn't make sense to me. Maybe there's something I don't know. But anyway, I just thought that was really weird. And some guy came at me for making a comment like that and was like, you need to get a life or whatever he said. I can't remember exactly, but he said something along those lines, and he was like, of course, because any caring child would give up their passport in order to spend time with their father. And I'm like, one thing has nothing to do with the other. What? Yes, Carol, that's what I meant to say. It was the second judge that was like, no, what's that gonna do? And, oh my God. And he also said that he would be willing to not have any women over his house. Like, if you research Diddy and all the videos that are out there, a lot of people have said that it's not the women that he really wants. So, giving up women coming over your house wouldn't be that big of a deal to him, if that's the case. So, I just thought, but even so, that's a weird offer. He's into dudes. Yeah. I mean, he's never confirmed that, but there are a lot of people that say so. Jesus, sorry, my arm handle on my wheelchair is, I don't know if you can see my hand, but it is falling off. And I just almost fell out. He's into them or into watching them. Yeah, exactly. Don't fall apart. It's not me falling apart, it's the chair. I don't want to test gravity either. Someone is running behind me in white clothes. I'm sure they are. Mary Jane. Everybody knows that's what I've been saying. Kitchen ghost, yep. He seems to really like my kitchen. I don't know why the kitchen, but hope he's friendly. Yeah, he's friendly. He's just, he likes to wake me up in the middle of the night, and it's very annoying. Although it did happen, I have a new PCA, and she was here, I was trying to remember what day it was, I can't remember what day it was, but anyway, not that long ago, she was here just like cleaning my floor and stuff, and all of a sudden something fell over in the bathroom. And neither one of us were anywhere near the bathroom, and I think she got kind of spooked. felt a little bad. Sonny was getting a little strange. Yeah, just a little. I have no idea who that is, FYI. The kitchen with the wrench. Bored kid, most likely. Yep. Probably. Oh. Well, it says there's 7 people in here, but I only see Carol and Mary Jane at the moment. But, Carol knows about this, but I wanted to tell you too, Mary Jane. I wrote the letter for Jamie. It's right in front of me right now, and I really wanted to read it to get opinions from everybody to see whether I should send this or start over. Because, again, I say this every freaking stream that I'm paranoid, but I don't want to send anything really bad, like really like that would like weird them out or anything like that. So I wanted, if you guys are okay with it, I wanted to read it to you real quick, just to get your opinions. That'd be cool. Read to us, Chrissy. Okay, here we go. And I did say, Dear Jamie, by the way, Carol. Mary Jane, just to catch you up, I threw away my original letter that I wrote him because people were telling me that I should address him as Mr. Walters and not Jamie. But I just felt so weird calling him Mr. Walters. Like, I'm like, he was never my teacher. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Some people thought that it would be more respectful, and I can see that. But I don't know. I just felt too weird about it. So I said Jamie. Anyway, okay, so here it is before I ramble anymore. Dear Jamie, I've wanted to write to you for a long time to say thank you for your music and your service as a firefighter paramedic. I'm from Massachusetts and I know you are as well. I have spina bifida and hydrocephalus, just so you know the backstory. When your song Hold On came out, I was in the hospital with a brain infection after several brain surgeries for the hydrocephalus. On June 13th of that year, I had one more life-saving brain surgery, and later found out that that's your birthday. My friends and family knew how much I loved that song, so they continued playing it constantly and kept telling me to hold on. I know in my heart that your song saved my life and always wanted to say thank you. I'm in my 40s now and have had almost 70 surgeries. To this day, I have to hear Hold On before I go in for a surgery. I just thought you deserved to know that you saved lives before you did it for a living. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Chrissy Harrington. And that's it. Oh, thank you, Carol. I was so nervous. I don't want to be like, that was beautiful. Oh, thank you. I was so nervous, like, because I don't want to sound creepy or anything. That was my big fear. And like people kept saying that they thought that I was doing all of this just to try to get somebody to arrange for me to meet him, but that's not what I was trying to do at all. Like, I genuinely just have always wanted to say thank you because it meant a lot to me. He's gonna love it. Oh, thank you. That was so sweet. Nothing creepy about that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Short, sweet, to the point. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for. Just again, so that I didn't scare the poor guy. I sent it to Terry, and she said that if she was him, she would be crying happy tears and and want to reach out to me to say thank you. But it was really good. Thank you. I don't know, like, do you guys think that I missed anything or anything that I said, like, I shouldn't say? Sorry, I probably look like I'm crying because I keep wiping my eyes. I'm not crying. I have really bad allergies and they make my eyes water really bad. I don't think so. Thank you. You don't know if I missed anything. That's okay. And I had talked again to the guy that does, or the host, I should say, that does the 90210 podcast. And I this was before I was showing the letter or anything like that, but I told him about what happened, how people were making me feel like I shouldn't be sending him a letter or um, that I should call him Mr. Walters and all this stuff. And I was like, I'm about to give up and just not send the letter at all because I don't want to offend him or anything like that. And he was like, no, you should send it because I know that that stuff means a lot to him. And I was like, okay. Consider, because he's had Jamie on the podcast like a few different times. So they may not be like the best of friends, but at least he knows him better than me or anybody in my family. So that was lovely. Thank you, Catherine. As someone who doesn't know the story, I think it sounds like a perfect balance of fact and emotion. I can't imagine anyone finding something inappropriate about that. Absolutely send it. Thank you, Janine. That means a lot. Mr. Walters sounds too formal. That's what I thought. I was like, do I have to be that formal? I don't know. I just thought it was weird. I do have a lot of critics. don't have to apologize. It's a beautiful letter, and don't worry about sending it. Thank you. Thank you, Janine. The critics don't know anything. Yeah, they really don't, because, I mean, like, I'm thanking him for the music that he wrote and stuff, and why it was touching to me and stuff like that. And I understand, like, people who have never gone through an illness or anything like that may not understand how important something like music becomes to people. I mean, music is important to people who have never been sick before as well, but I'm just saying, like, I've always turned to music when something was going on with my health, which is quite often, as most of you know. So it just meant a lot to me to be able to say thank you to him at some point. Oh, I showed you guys this cup on my birthday. I think it was my birthday anyway. The handle fell off. I'm a little bummed. Wasn't the handle already loose? Yeah, it was. That's what I was thinking about. I didn't, because I was going to take a drink out of it. I remember telling you guys, but I don't remember when I told you guys. Because I got it for my birthday. I got the cup for my birthday. Those of you that are new, my birthday is in late June, so haven't had it for very long. I need a new chair and cup. Yep. As long as it keeps holding drinks. Yeah, that's true. And a cup holder for the chair. People keep telling me about that, and I've never seen such a thing. Why am I always the last to know? Maybe I shouldn't have asked that question. It's a thing. I didn't know. I didn't know either. I had a meeting with my aide and with my caseworker yesterday, and I showed it to my caseworker, and I showed her the things wrong with my wheelchair and stuff. She was like listing all this stuff that I needed, and I was like, I've never even heard of half of this stuff. And she was kind of laughing at me because I didn't know. Because also, too, on top of the armrest, which with that, I know it's probably not the smartest idea in the world, but I usually hold on to that when I'm getting in and out of my chair because I can stand, but not great. My balance is not great, I should say. So I'm usually holding on to the armrests when I'm transferring. And so having it loose, I'm afraid I'm going to fall on my face. And they were both like, no, you're not going to fall on your face. Don't say that. I'm like, have you guys met me? And then on top of that, one of the footrests, a screw came out of. So it's just, it's like just dangling. Falling sucks. It does suck. What is this? Your ankles give out all the time? Oof, that's not good. See, my problem is with the footrest anyway. The arm thing, I'll be able to tell right away if I hurt myself or anything. But with my ankles and my feet with the footrest, I have no feeling in my feet, and I have extremely limited feeling in my ankles. So, and I've also had blood clots in my leg before and stuff. So, and it was on the leg that the footrest is on. And I have no feeling, so like I can't tell if something is going wrong, and I just can't feel it. So it's sort of a safety issue in a way. At least according to my doctor, he said it was a safety issue. Because he said that I shouldn't be letting my legs and my feet dangle all the time. I should be using the footrests. So, I don't know. You fell twice in the past month and a half? You didn't tell me that. Are you okay? You don't know how I can stand. Oh no, I'm sorry, Carol. Well, that's the other thing that I wanted to talk about today as well. I know we were only talking about Diddy for a few minutes, but we can go back after if you guys want to. That's totally fine. I just didn't want to forget because I haven't been able to go live for a while, and especially during this month, which it's already the 19th. It's Chiari Malformation Awareness Month. And that is one of the other disorders that I have, neurological disorders. I can say that. And no, I did not put that in my letter to Jamie, but I don't say that as often as I say the other ones to people because most people have never heard of Chiari. So I just don't talk about it all that much. But so like I said, Chiari is another neurological disorder, and it has some of the most random side effects you would ever like. For example, for well over a decade, on and off, I would feel like a pulse sensation in my thigh, and like you could put your hand on my thigh and literally feel like it had a heartbeat. And it was just like the most bizarre thing, but Chiari can cause that. It can cause pain, it can cause seizures, it can cause fainting. What else is there? Oh, and another big one is it can cause choking as well. And I've gotten to the point where if I'm having like a flare up, I do choke easily. And it's not fun at all. And especially like when I'm by myself and stuff like that. So I just wanted to bring a little bit of awareness to that because, well, first of all, like I said, most people have never even heard of it. But if somebody is diagnosed with that, it's nothing to play around with. So. Oh my God, I got tears going down my face again. What is it called again? I hadn't heard it either. It's called Chiari. It's spelled Chiari. Yes, that's how you spell it. Yes. I'm not exactly sure what causes the choking. Like I said, it has many, many random side effects to it. So it can affect your whole body, and it's probably just, it does have to do with the spinal cord, like spina bifida does, but it's more like in your brain and like your brain stem area, if you will. You watch hospital shows. I do watch hospital shows too, but some of them I have to turn off because I get aggravated. Even though I'm not a doctor, the amount of time that I spend in a hospital, I've learned quite a bit. But like, for example, Grey's Anatomy, and I don't want to get sued by the creator or anything, but they had an episode way back in the day where the main character adopted a little girl with spina bifida, which, for those that don't know, that's my main health condition. But she had spina bifida and hydrocephalus, and I think she was around 3, if I'm not mistaken. She was definitely a toddler. I just don't know exactly how old. But she couldn't walk at all. Like, she couldn't take steps or anything. And then, because she had hydrocephalus, she had surgery to get a shunt put in her brain. And then all of a sudden she could walk. All in the same episode. And I remember, like I said, it was a long time ago, but I remember watching that episode and I literally just stared at the TV with my mouth wide open because I was like, huh? That doesn't happen. It can make the person have to protect the back of their head from being hit too. Yeah, that's what my neurosurgeon said with the combination, all of the combinations of things that I have, like, with the spina bifida, the hydrocephalus, and the Chiari all together, and then dealing with the DV that I did and having an iPad thrown at my head. A lot of people didn't believe me that I needed surgery after that because they're like, an iPad at the head, what's that gonna do? And I'm like, when you have as many conditions as I have, it's gonna do a lot, unfortunately. So. You love watching the Dr. Mike videos on it? I love Dr. Mike. Oh my god. He is cute. Your husband's co-worker had surgery and had to eventually go on disability because a student threw an iPad at her head. It's no joke. Holy crap. A student did that? What is wrong with the world today? My god. Yeah, no, teachers aren't safe all the time. Like, especially recently with all the school shootings in the last, like, decade or so, but they keep getting more and more. It, I'd be too scared to be a teacher at this point. Oh my god, when you said you only subbed, I thought you were talking about subs to my channel until I read the rest of the comment. Don't mind me, Carol. Bye for now. It was great to see you again. Thank you for the updates. Oh, thank you for being here, Catherine. I'm sorry it's been kind of boring. Chrissy. Don't mind me. I'm sorry. It's not boring. Well, it could be for some people. That not everybody wants to hear about my health conditions or anything. But it's like chatting with a friend and learning stuff and things. Well, you guys are my friends, so. I gotta remember to get this letter out tomorrow so that I can tell you guys I actually sent it. Now the question is, do I put my return address on the envelope in case he wants to say thank you? I'm such a dork. I don't think he's actually gonna want to say anything, but just in case. Definitely do that. Okay. He might send you a little thank you card. That would be amazing. I would be so excited. He may not, but he may. Exactly, just in case. Yep. He won't send me anything weird back. No, I didn't think that he would send me anything weird. I just didn't know whether he would want to send anything at all. But at the same time, like, this is what I've talked to you guys about in the past. Like, I would love to, once I do send it, I would love to know that he did get it. So I almost said something about that in my letter, but then I was like, no, I don't want to be pushy. So I didn't say anything. He won't mail me a pair of his boxers. I don't want a pair of his boxers. Call me crazy, but no thank you. Don't get me wrong, I love the man. But his boxers, no. Mm-mm. It's normal to overthink this. Thank you, Mary Jane. I'm glad you think so, because that's what I do. Mm-hmm. Professional overthinker here. Yep. Although the guy from the 90210 podcast said that he did think that I should send the letter because he knows that it means a lot to Jamie. So, I mean, not that it guarantees that he would say anything, but if it so happens that the letter does mean a lot to him, maybe he will say thank you. We'll see. Yes, we will. You never know what kind of day he's having. He might need to hear something positive that day. That's very true. Especially with the job he does. I can imagine that a lot of days can be overwhelming. That's why I even put it in my letter that I wanted to thank him for his music and for his service as a fireman paramedic. Because obviously that job means a lot to me as well. No, you're right. His job is not sunshine and roses. Was there anything else I was supposed to talk about today? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Sorry. I know I said I was going to go back to talking about Diddy, but I'm like, um, I don't know what else I want to say about him. I don't like him. Covered everything but the info on your post said anything about. Okay, thank you. I did just think of one thing before I forget, and it's not today or anything, but um I don't like him pretty much sums it up. Yep. Um so tomorrow is Adriana's birthday, which, if you guys don't know, Adriana is Terry's daughter, my best friend Terry. And Adriana is a little girl who is, I call her my little hero because she survived leukemia. And we are going to be celebrating, and she wants to start YouTube as well. To tell her story, and so that other kids won't feel as alone if they go through it. So, because of Terry's busy work schedule and everything like that, we have made plans for October 6th, and we're gonna go live to celebrate her. And she hasn't agreed to it yet, but I think, like, she hasn't totally agreed with it yet, but I think I'm gonna be doing their makeup live. We've talked about it, we just haven't made final details or anything like that. So, October 6th. If you guys can be around, That would be fabulous. It's a Sunday, so I know that's a busy day for everybody, but I'm sure she would love to see the love and support. And I know you guys are good about showing me that and stuff. And she just, I mean, Terry and her entire family mean the world to me, obviously. But Adriana deserves to be celebrated big time. So. That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can think of something that she would enjoy. And I know they all like makeup and stuff like that, but so I said that I would do their makeup if they wanted me to. And except she has a son, and I'm like, I did buy him a little game that he can do while I'm doing makeup, but I just hope that that's enough to keep him busy, because I feel bad, like I'm gonna be doing all their makeup and then he's gonna be there. So I don't know. Again, I'm overthinking too much, I know, but sounds good, sounds fun. Yay! Thanks, guys. My makeup is pretty too. Thank you. I used to, so, not that you guys can't tell, I used to wear black eyeshadow like this every once in a while. When I was living in the facility, I would do my makeup when I got bored, or if I was having a bad day and needed distraction or something like that. I would do my makeup like this, and everybody would be like, you need to wear your makeup like that every single day. And I'm like, every single day? I don't even want to wear makeup every single day. I love makeup, don't get me wrong. I am a makeup girl. But every day, I don't know. You look good today. Oh, thank you. 90s style, yes. 90s are my favorite. I feel like I'm stuck in the 90s still, but whatever. It really brings out your eyes. Thank you. That's what everybody always told me. They're like, it really like brings out your eyes. They would say like it brings out your pretty eyes. I'm not gonna say that, but they would say it brings out your eyes and stuff like that. And I never really saw that. I mean, obviously I could see it. I look at it, but like I didn't really think that it would like bring them out any more than anything else would. But the black looks amazing on you. Oh, thank you. It's funny because my parents don't like me wearing makeup either, like, or too much makeup, I should say, like dark like this or stuff like that. They really don't like it. But much better than the spackling jobs a lot of the more trendy looks today are. Yeah, I'm not really into that stuff, to be honest, but black looks great for some black eye makeup too. Yeah, I like it too. And again, as you guys said, 90s style. So, I think. And I always said, like, I wish I was better at doing it and stuff. Um, if you guys remember, I had um, Nikki Lil Rose on my birthday was in here in the chat, I should say. And she's a very popular celebrity makeup artist. And I told her on Sunday that I was going to be doing Terry's makeup and possibly her daughter's and stuff. And I was like, I'm so nervous. Please help. And she was like, you don't need any help. You do a great job with makeup. You're going to be fine. And I'm like, I don't think so. Ever watch Bailey series? And I love Bailey. Love Bailey. That's the thing too. Like, obviously, you guys know that I love makeup because I talk about it and stuff, and I love true crime and all that stuff. I would love to be able to do something like she does, but I don't want to steal that from her because, well, A, I don't want to get sued. And B, like, I don't want to be a copycat, but I just love being able to talk about the true crime stories, and I love makeup, and so I've always just like wondered if there was a way for me to do something even similar. You're the cool aunt that knows real 90s makeup. I guess so. Talk about court cases or something adjacent instead of true crime. Yeah, I could do that. I've been like sucked into the Madeline Soto case. I can't stop with it the last couple of weeks. And every time I see one of the so-called adults that she lived with, I just want to punch them in the face. Sorry. Some court cases can be funny. Oh, yeah. I've seen some. There's a judge that I've seen like a couple of shorts from when it comes to like, she does a lot of like custody or spousal support cases and stuff like that. But she is so funny with the digs that she does people. And I have no idea what her name is. No clue. But I love her. Some can be frustrating. Yep. That's me with the Madeline Soto case right now. I'm so frustrated. I don't know if anybody has been following that case whatsoever. I have no clue, but it's so maddening. New Judge Judy. Yeah, kind of. Oh, and then Carol and I were talking about the fact that I live in Massachusetts, and like you got the Karen Reed case, and now there's a former cop that was arrested for murdering a woman that he had a relationship with when she was a minor, and thought killing her would cover up the fact that he had a relationship with her as a minor. So, needless to say, it's a little embarrassing that I have to admit that I'm from Massachusetts these days. It's a little frustrating. Anyway, what does she look like? Who? Sandra Birchmore, right? Yes, Mary Jane. Thank you for that. I couldn't think of her name. I just remember her being a minor. The judge you were talking about. Oh, duh. Sorry, Janine. She's an African American woman. Very, very skinny. She wears glasses. The last couple of shorts that I saw of her, one of them she had braids in, the other one she had short, straight hair. So I'm not exactly sure what she looks like right now, because it was literally the same day that I saw those. So that's the only reason I say that. But she's so funny. I love her. I'll look out for her. Good. Thank you. Like this one woman, she was insistent, like insistent that her daughter was this guy's daughter, whatever. And it was a white man. And she was like, I know it's him because he's the only Caucasian guy I've ever been with, and da da da. And it turned out that he was not the father. So then she tried to say that the paperwork was tampered with. And the judge, like, just went off and was like, you're gonna badmouth my employees and da da da. And oh my God, I was like, yes, go. Because I'm like, how are you gonna deny a paternity test? Like, what? You don't know if you saw that. If I can find it again, I can send you the link. Oh my God. It was so funny. And this was another point that was in the same case as well, which some of you may find funny because I know I met a few of you through LawTube. So she had me dying laughing as well because she tried to say that the paperwork was tampered with because the guy she was claiming was the father of her baby has an uncle who is a lawyer. I'm like, huh? What does that have to do with a paternity test? Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Anyway, but I'm like, what? Like, lawyers don't do the testing. They don't even do the paperwork. The lab does. So, I don't know. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Can't people just get tested? Yes, that was what I was. That's because the judge, they had two separate days in court. They had the one day where the woman was saying, I know he's the father, I want child support from him. Like, the daughter was 9, and they had never done a paternity test or anything like that. She was 9. And the guy was even saying that she thinks no, that he thought that she was going after him at this point because he had recently gotten engaged and has a baby with somebody else. So he thought that she was trying to like ruin him or ruin his engagement. And at first I was like, okay, dude, whatever. It's been 9 years. Like, but then the more I heard about it, I'm like, this guy may be onto something. Like, because she was just so insistent that he was the only white guy she ever went with, and he is absolutely the father. And da, da, da. And then the judge even threw it in the woman's face. She was like, clearly he wasn't the only one you were with in that period of time. And all this stuff. And the lady was just getting so mad for being called out. Lawyers have superpowers. Yeah, apparently so. But they make like 200 a day to take their story on TV. Yeah, true. She could have some dormant genes or something. Yeah, I guess. I was just like thinking though, like, why all of a sudden, when the child is 9 years old, are you gonna go after who you claim is the father? It was just weird to me. Some people have twins that are different color, like the other lacks pigment. Yeah, I've seen that before, for sure. Um, it was just funny to me that she was like so insistent. He's the only Caucasian I've ever been with. And like, just the way she was acting, I was just like, oh my God. Why drag your child who's old enough to be in school into a public fight with the supposed dad on TV? Exactly, Carol. Thank you. That's what I don't understand about some people, like, especially like some of these celebrities and stuff, and going back to the Diddy situation. I don't know how his kids are defending his actions and standing by their dad. Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. I know that he's their dad and they're gonna love him. But I mean, it's on video for you to see how he treats women. And he has 3 daughters. Like, how can you defend that? I understand, like, yes, he has a defense attorney and stuff like that, but people like speaking out about it and stuff, it just, it is beyond me how you can defend that behavior. Wow. Yeah, I used to watch those shows when I was younger. Now I mean, I've been watching stuff on YouTube, but I don't really see that type of show on anymore. One of his sons is accused of doing the same things and being involved in some of the party. Yes, Janine, you're absolutely right. I forgot about that. One of his sons was included in one of the lawsuits, and supposedly he raped a woman on a yacht. So unfortunately, like father, like son. American Idol got nicer judges too. Yeah, true. Rotten apple, that one. Yep. I just hope the one thing that I've been worried about, and I don't know, like, I know Carol told me that Runkle did a stream, and unfortunately, I fell asleep and I missed it. But I think I'm gonna watch it after this. I don't know if anybody's been talking about it with Diddy. He he fought to try to get on bond and it was denied. And then they went to a different judge yesterday and he was denied again. Um, and it wasn't televised or anything like that. There were no cameras allowed, but they were saying that even just recently he had been reaching out to victims or witnesses and trying to like get them to not cooperate with authorities and stuff like that. I'm really hoping that, especially like Cassie, because she's the one that really got the ball rolling. I'm really hoping that they got some strong security because I'm afraid of what he's even like, even though he's in jail, I'm afraid of what he's capable of still. she should be in isolation. Yeah, she's got. Wait, according to Runkle, he's not going to have a bunch of money to throw around from jail. Good. Carol, when you were telling me about Mrs. Runkle, I thought like all was good, that she was just that they were joking around with each other. Is that not the case? The feds are going to open a spa in his name. Oh God. It was more in fun than anything. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, oh no. Definitely needs to be isolated where he can't reach out to people or have others do so. That's what I mean. Like, because Cassie has 2 kids and a husband now and stuff, and like, if you guys haven't read everything, I don't know whether you have or not. You probably do know this, but if you don't, there was another rapper that Cassie had gone out on a date with, and Diddy blew up the man's car. And so I'm just like, if he's gonna do that over her going out on a date with somebody, like, that's just one of the many reasons I can't stand that man. Because it's like, and I will say this, just to be clear, the abuse that I went through was nothing compared to what this man is capable of. But his attitude is very similar to the man that I was with. He could never be wrong. He always had to have things his way. I could never be right. I could never talk back to him and stuff like that. And like I've read everything available anyway from the lawsuits with Diddy. And on top of that, like I had mentioned before, that my uncle owned a magazine in Georgia and he had met him, and even that was a disaster because he was such an asshole and stuff like that. So it's just people like that just really piss me off when they're so entitled to everything that I'm just like, ugh, go away. Like, ugh. It blows my mind how many celebrities went to his parties. I hope they use video they have of them to identify them and charge them to all of them. Yeah, Carol, that was one of the things that I can't remember whether it was from yesterday's court hearing or the day before, but they were saying that they found tapes of many of the parties. And for anybody that doesn't know, for reasons I don't even want to know, Diddy called them freak-offs when he had parties at his house and would be doing things with people. Not gonna go into that. But they said that they found videotapes of even recent times of him doing this stuff where he would like lace people's drinks to get what he wanted and like force people on him and stuff like that. And so it's just like, At the very least, I want them on an SO list. Yes. We'll never see the tapes. I don't want to see the tapes. SO list sex offender. I think that's what it is anyway. Can't trust cops to handle the tapes. You got that right. Hopefully the feds will do everything by the book in this case so that he doesn't end up, it's not like a Cosby situation where he's let out on the technicality. Carol. Oh, did you guys see that Natalie lawyer chick was on Law and Crime yesterday? I was watching her, and it was actually her that I was hearing a lot of or learning a lot of things from yesterday, because they were during the hearing that he had, because it wasn't televised or anything. I think Law and Crime had somebody there in the courtroom that was reporting to them, and then he was asking Natalie and another guy that was there, I don't know who he is, but it was just, and even at some points when they were like offering that Diddy would give like 50 million, he wouldn't have girls over his house or whatever, Natalie just kind of had a smirk on her face and was just like, I'll give them that they're creative and stuff like that. And I was just dying laughing. I thought that was so funny that she was just like, because she's a criminal defense attorney. So even she is like, well, they're being creative at least. Like, it was just funny. I love her too, Carol. I think she's amazing. And so, so smart. Like, I love learning from her. Can't hate them for trying. I know. I get that they're doing their job and stuff, but it was just um like Natalie made a really, really good point when she was on Law and Crime and they were talking about it. She was saying like Diddy has all this money and he has like employees that live with him and all that kind of thing. So like the fact that he was offering to give 50 million and then saying he wouldn't have females at his house and his kids would give up their passports and stuff like that. Like, she was saying, like, it just sounds dumb, because what about all the people that don't have that kind of stuff? Like, you can't try to, like, change the system and make deals because you're incredibly rich and, like, think that that's gonna be acceptable in the court, like, so it just, and I was so happy to hear Natalie say that, because I was thinking it, but I was like, maybe this does happen with rich people and stuff, because, like, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer or anything, obviously, so I don't know how, like, what goes on with that type of situation. But I was just glad that she was thinking the same thing I did. And then I think I said this earlier, but again, I really didn't understand how my comment, I got so much hate saying I didn't understand how offering up his son's passports would help him get out on bond. Like, how does that work? It just didn't make sense to me, and I got so much hate for it. And I'm like, they're like, of course they would give up their passport. This is their father. Da, da, da. What does that have to do with him being or going to prison? Like, their passports specifically is what I mean. I just don't get it. Why do people get mad when someone doesn't know? I don't know. It's annoying. It genuinely doesn't make sense. Exactly. Thank you. I'm glad some people finally see where I'm coming from. It doesn't make sense to me. I worry too much about what people say. Yes, I do. Believe it or not, I am trying to work on that, but I do. I hate worrying too, but it's like CPS, PTSD. Yes, it is. Too many times been told off. Me too. Okay, guys, unfortunately, I'm starting to really not feel well. So I think I need to probably go lay down. Because last time when I forced myself to stay here, I ended up in the hospital for 8 days. So I apologize, but it's not as long as I normally go. Here I go again, apologizing. I almost made it a whole live stream without apologizing. And then I had to go and ruin it. Anyways, but if I don't come back in the meantime, I will be here October 6th. Be there or be square. No, I'm just kidding. Wow, am I old. Anyway. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you all for being here. I love you all. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.